The arms race. The arms... Oh, what?
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
I like the voice of the cheated right now. I like the cheat. Cheat has been the best voice, been my best conscience so far.
You're what? Yeah, I feel dizzy.
What? How the hell did that happen? Hold on. How did the cheat do that?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
And fight we shall.
Yeah, but for whom? Someone or something is out there pulling the strings and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them.
Exactly, I agree.
Someone is us, eh? Eh? Wouldn't that be neat? If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already.
Well, more than twice,
So
but
obviously
anyway.
You've already been here. How many times?
Too many.
This is our third?
More than that.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real.
They're not real, exactly.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to
And the
sleep
mirror.
princess and save
Don't
the
forget
world
the
without a
mirror.
weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
What if winning is the wrong move?
It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that defeating the person who has apparently killed you twice already is a good idea. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't
Why
even
is
see
the narrator
reality.
the only one that keeps denying the mirror's
We
existence?
can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his? I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Door.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion. It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
You step forward, but
Whoa.
you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's toying with us. She's acting like she already knows she's won. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way.
Are you sure about that?
What? Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things.
Wait, oh, wait. Can we go back? I think I saw something that I should have said.
If we can't feel
Whatever.
things, then how are we supposed to know what's true? You could always just trust what I tell you.
I don't trust you.
No. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive. Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Wait.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
The princess closes the distance and we dodge. And you dodge.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You dodge the princess's blows for as long as you can, sustaining only nicks and cuts as you attempt to avoid her blades. But it isn't long before you're winded, your feet a little slower, your gait a little clumsier. That's all the opening she needs.
Damn.
She skewers you.
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt.
No. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
No, we didn't.
You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you? We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time?
We died too many times.
Dead. If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely
The dead
not
people
dead.
are dying every
This
day.
is horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
Too many.
This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. As long as we keep moving, why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we? It's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
Come on, show me something new.
Alright, I would like to show you something new. I would like to see something new on my end too, princess. Well, we need a new one of us, so let's get the smitten voice back. Ah, shit. It didn't. Damn.
Compliment her on those.
But where's the narrator?
glutes. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Oh, but we got the smitten
She
voice.
skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
I'm trying.
Doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting better at dying.
None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
Okay. One last
Then
time
everything
what?
goes dark,
What?
and you die.
Damn it! Mutually assured destruction. Damn, this is the farthest we've gone.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if? Throw it out the window.
No.
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
The voice of the smitten loves a woman that could kick his ass.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
Can we talk about the mirror?
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
We're gonna top the princess,
There
yeah!
are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
Yeah, stop trying to manipulate the situation.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Is this truly the final encounter, though?
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the base. It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thank you.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs?
We
Well,
know,
okay,
we know.
just walk in. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Oh, shit. What are we up against now?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting
Oh.
into red blooms of raw meat as it
Oh my
stretches
God.
and tears. Then it erupts.
Erupt.
It becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against
Oh
the
my
walls.
God.
All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
I don't think we can even approach this.
Holy shit!
Indeed.
She's gorgeous.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely divine.
Man, the smitten. Man, you are desperate.
Yes,
Behold, the perfect woman.
Oh, even the stubborn wants to wants to be topped in the sharpest way
Do you
possible.
think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive?
Because she is an entity beyond comprehension.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Well, I wouldn't say this is completely
She
fake.
doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
She's all pointy.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
We're not.
Free
your mind.
What just happened?
Huh?
It's so quiet.
Shut up.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Am I actually in control of everything? You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. Ultra Instinct? Princess strikes it as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. Oh, and endless. Oh, that's neat. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Oh, master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending, is it really though? Ah, no, we're back to the mirror world. Did this do anything? You've withered. Uh-huh. How is it different this time?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Have we done all this? Oh. You can't be a contradiction.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
So, we're not done yet. I am very tempted to do this right here. I'm still tempted. But looking at how much I've recorded so far, I think I'm in part 2 right now. And if I end it right now, then that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to go over the 2-hour limit in part 1. So, whatever. Let's go.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Clearly.
You're on up. You're here.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what do we want to do? Will I get a new vessel if I kill and then just walk away without checking the body? Let's try that.
You make a
Da
walk,
da
she
da
plugged
da
in.
da da. Shut up.
The interior.
Da
Of the,
da da da.
you take the blade.
Blah blah. Shut up. I know what's happening. Yada yada yada. Let's just
door
get it over with. Da
perfect.
da
She
da
sat
da
down.
da da da.
Good. You're still
Yeah, yeah,
listening
yeah.
to reason.
Killer, get out of
Walk
here.
down, she's
We're not gonna waste
focused
time.
on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, I am.
You step forward.
Oh? No, I'm probably chained up. So, you
She's unarmed.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's go.
You lunge forward without a. You feel flesh.
Oh, this is it. Isn't
Yep, it did.
I'm almost embarrassed. Do you actually believe this?
No, it's not gonna be enough,
She's convinced she can't die.
but we're not gonna stick
Yes,
around to find out.
But it's over. Is it over?
Huh? Why can't I pick these? Yes, she's dead.
Exactly. It's over.
But why couldn't I pick those?
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Will it, though?
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Of course.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
Do not know who to
You'll
trust.
be happy.
Narrator, do not tell me that. No, I want out of
What's
here.
done is done. And there's no going back now.
I am not staying in here, though.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
But why should we trust you? What?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
No, we're not.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade
Oh,
to get out of
come
this.
on!
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do. And the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Right, fine.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
There's
An
not even a
eternity of
bathroom in
bliss?
here.
You ingrate. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones.
Oh, wow.
The blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
The end.
The end. Nice knowing you.
And then the next chapter. Okay, we have a new vessel now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're
Yes,
here
we know.
to slay her.
Yeah, let's go.
A warning. She will lie.
Yeah,
she
I know.
won't be a problem.
We just have to get more vessels, right?
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
She's not dead.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
There is a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being lied
As
to.
do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm approaching the mirror.
You
Again.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against, but it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
But it is essential. Forget it, let's just take
You
it.
take the... The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
Oh, shit.
Nobody's here. Naturally.
Except the princess.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound
It's gonna
the
come to
wall by a
life.
thick chain. Okay. She's definitely dead.
She's definitely not dead.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top
I
of a
knew
head
it.
appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, you'd be surprised at what ghosts can be capable of.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Well, that's not creepy.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
I don't like where this is going.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
But will the knife actually work this time? I'm not gonna wait to find
Without a
out.
moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air.
I knew
No
it.
matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you
Ah.
could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
I don't even know why I'm here, to be honest. Yeah. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
Well, I was dead.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
I think that is what she's asking.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Sounds great.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, Killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Let her in.
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Not this time.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything
Damn.
goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Huh?
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Wait, what? Are you talking about the
Hey,
mirror?
I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
a voice? Me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
Yes.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just
Yes,
need to
we
know
do.
that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her.
No, you
Push
won't.
yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all
whoops.
of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone.
Ah, she said it finally.
Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Take him out.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Doesn't need to be fixed. We just need to deal with you. I'm gonna leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
But why?
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Damn right you're not.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, let's. Open the door, get on the floor.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
The narrator faded.
Yes?
The mirror world again.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of it?
Alright, let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guessing not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Unless the hands take you away. Ah! Wait, is this thing called memory?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt...
Yeah, we've said this before. You've unraveled the long quiet, the mirror world, whatever.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Are there people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Are we real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Oh. This is new.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I have no idea. Let's try this one.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Oh.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
So one more. One more vessel. That's it? Okay.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here.
Yeah. Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning, she will not ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. The blade is your implement.
The only other thing I could think of to do... this is gonna make me seem cruel. I'm gonna go down the basement without the knife, and then when the narrator tosses the knife down there, I'm gonna kill her. Maybe that'll get a new vessel, because I feel like any other option I could think of I've already done. I already took the blade downstairs, talked to her, and that got a vessel. I went down without the blade, tried to save her legitimately. I killed her without hesitating, but then I checked her vessel, checked for a pulse. Then I killed her and walked away. So now I feel like betraying her is gonna get a new vessel that I haven't seen before, so don't want to, but let's do it. I don't want to betray you, but I have to. I'm sorry.
Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember.
I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Notice the skip button.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Blah, 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 blah. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yep, we've been through this.
You try the door.
Return to the bottom.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Skip. Okay. There's the knife. Okay. And slay.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Yep. We literally backstabbed her.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
I kind of had no choice. Sorry.
The princess pushes
Oh,
away
wow.
from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
Clearly,
It's an
we've
act.
been through this.
She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Well, I'd like to, but I think she's gonna kill me.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Yeah, not likely. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. You know, that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah. But the door is still locked. Crap. I should probably save. I don't know what to do. I feel like she'll kill me. Screw it, let's
The
just go.
princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of it.
Except you could unlock the door.
What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and
Oh, the door's
dive
open.
past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing,
Oh boy.
wailing voice calling out to
I don't
you
like
from
the sound
other
of
side
that.
the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Yes, I do. I know exactly what you are.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Bang on the door all you want, it'll only make you bleed out faster.
Do you think a couple of cuts is enough to do me in? I'm not as frail as you think.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Oh no.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement
Oh
is
shit.
ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Okay. Where are you?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that
Oh.
awful basement.
Yep, that is definitely a new vessel.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet. then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin.
That is definitely a
unable
new
to do
vessel.
anything but witness her approach. Which side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer,
Yee.
one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
There's a good thumbnail idea right there.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
No, if I tried to get you out, narrator would have possessed me and you would have killed me anyway, so either way I'm screwed.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
With my last breath, I curse Zoidberg!
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how
It's
everything
not,
ends.
don't worry.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Well, this is gonna be a fun chapter.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay. A warning. But she will lie.
Yeah.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
I haven't trusted anybody from the start. I didn't trust anybody during the demo either. Oh, the cabin is gonna look extremely horrifying, isn't it?
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls
What is
almost
this?
featureless. The
What are
only
these?
furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
What is staring at
The steam
us?
blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out.
Tactical
Task
breathing.
awaits, and only you can do it.
We already know what the mirror is. Let's just go.
Reach down and pick the blade up.
But
off
what
the
are
floor.
these?
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Or a gun, maybe?
Blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
I'm not sure about that.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Go.
You cross
Oh.
over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps.
Yeah, this is definitely the scariest. This is the creepiest.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back. She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
It can't be that hard.
But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count.
Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
I'm just gonna kill her.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, if someone says, I'm just asking questions, you do not trust that person.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
The princess already knows we're here, though. So we've been exposed.
No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
We're gonna have to die again to solve this mystery, so just chillax.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Well, let's just stand around and wait for you to come at me then. Do nothing.
Decide it's best to do nothing.
Hi.
I told you I was going to find you.
The princess approaches. Your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
You brought a little knife with you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Is that a mask?
Hurt out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Excuse you?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Oh.
In a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want your body to function, or do you want the same experience once more as your body reapproaches?
Creepy.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want it?
Shut up and do it!
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Decide what you want to do, can you? Well, standing there gasping like a fish is more than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
One of those eyes just... Oh, wait, that's the ellipses. Never mind.
She isn't attacking us.
She's
Why?
torturing us.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is in your hands. Strike at her and end it before it's too late. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Wait. If I take you, then... That'll be the quickest way to the memory world, the mirror world. Fine, you win. Let's go.
What?
Come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
The hands are just gonna take you anyway.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you another word, your body stops moving, and I think you could just wrest control away from us. This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Liver flick of the princess's wrist. The stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
I'll be right behind you.
Why don't you go up first?
Trust having our back turned.
I don't trust that either.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. Heart. She needs us alive. Nerves, heart.
How about you go first?
Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now. Besides, what if I lost track of you and tripped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Fine.
You place a shaky foot on the
Oh,
first
that is a
step
long way
and
up.
begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust
God
him.
damn it.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Lungs, liver, nerves.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Fine.
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her?
Yeah, you haven't told us that.
I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Move past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now, or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Liver.
Heart, lungs, nerves.
Okay, thanks.
Heart,
I
lungs,
got it.
liver, nerves.
Lungs, liver, nerves. You're terrible at this. I know. Doing my best.
What are you doing?
Just give me a second. Give us a second.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Just trying to figure out who to trust right now.
Finally, I can. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of heart. consciousness. It's lose track of things. They were asking you for your thing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah. This guy. Don't trust him. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where
Always
we
seems to lead back to where it started.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say. Whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? The door!
Yeah, I should let you out just so the mirror world can take you away, but I feel like it's not going to be that easy with you still trying to kill us right now. Damn it. With reluctance, I picked that.
Concentrate to a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your broken body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it! Oh, you're going to regret this! I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now!
Can she?
Yes, she can.
We've already seen how she can change heart, lungs. In the final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you. You both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth. As you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into darkness. You are alone. And you
Fall for the rest of your life.
forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally.
Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of it?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
It means you're falling.
But I don't want to do that.
No. Oh, no.
Oh no, I hate this.
We should have taken her outside.
You continue to fall.
Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though.
Yeah, I think we all know where this is going.
What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
You suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? Guess that hasn't stopped us before.
No, it hasn't.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
You're right. I don't.
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
Exactly.
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours.
Well, this life is meaningless.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Yeah, I'll just come back.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
Of course I did. Though, rather hoped
first one. That explains a lot, though. You bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. It's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone?
Yeah, just spill the beans.
You just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject. I'm stuck here with you. I wish I wasn't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest. No.
How about now?
Still no.
Please?
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel him not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
Aw, I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Well, if I waited.
More time passes. More time.
So, this really...
More time passed.
Huh. Well, if I keep falling, I'll just die anyway.
That's a grim thought, isn't it? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death for it to avoid. You have our way out. Use it.
Okay.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop
No, there
it,
isn't.
is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go. You'd better get this right next time. Do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Wraith?
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. We've tried doing it our way and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers.
Have we tried it her way?
Are you suggesting we let her out?
No, we have tried lettering her out, and it still ends up in a loop.
And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord. Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her, and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
All we have to do is just get the hands to take the princess. Doesn't matter what we do. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. Nah, I don't want to try that. But what does happen if we don't go?
Then she finds a way out on her own. So it sounds to me like she's getting out no matter what we do. And I say, aligning ourselves with somebody like her is clearly the better option. She's going places. Let's make our way to the cabin and demonstrate our value. No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Are you the same as before?
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. And what does that mean? I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. All the more reason to side with her, really. It takes a bullshit artist to recognize a bullshit artist, and I'm one of the best in the business. So trust me when I say, he's full
Well, we already knew that.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Okay. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Well, letting her out got us to the mirror world the quickest.
Those little
So we're gonna
voices
have to let
have
her out.
drawn attention to the fact that even the path
I should have
is
let her out
different.
earlier.
The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things will be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Do you see how little authority he has? He's practically just begging us at this point. She, at least, takes what she wants. She's inspirational, really.
Well, I wouldn't call her inspirational.
Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
Let's go, then.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge, and make sure she knows how helpful we are. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense.
There must be a something we're missing.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I can.
Alright, we're gonna let her out. Okay, let's go. We're gonna let her out.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is...
The mirror.
That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall. Let's be mindful of our position, boys. Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should fold and beg for mercy as soon as we
Well,
see.
we're not gonna do that.
I'm sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like, right? We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time. Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she? And again, we don't have a blade. And look at the bright side. At least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom, which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody else something to stand on. The bedrock, if you will. She'll understand the value of that.
Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway. And that right now, we can't see behind that. What's there?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway, there's just an opening again? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you.
Something is absolutely
Certainly
going
not
to
the
jump
princess.
out.
The princess is in the basement. Oh, stop being such cowards, all of you. We know what we're going to do. We know what's going to happen to us. There's literally nothing to be afraid
Something is
of.
gonna jump at us.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. Who says being watched is a bad thing? If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side.
She's gonna try to kill us the moment she has a chance to.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
There's something jumping out at us.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit. Where is she?
She's either behind us.
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
Oh, below us.
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
Constricts.
Your bones
What?
snap. Icy pain radiates up from the
We
brain.
can't even see her.
Cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met
Oh.
with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand
Oh my
grips your
God.
leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear
We have to
to
bring
ear,
that back to the mirror
crowded
world?
with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Great, we're all on the same page then.
We're.
The important part
Well, that's one way to put it.
is let her know that we're completely on board with this. Are we? She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea. Not like this. Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only way we save our skin and get out of here. Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them now.
Can I just open the door for you?
Oh, you mean like last time? Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Fine, just do it.
See? That wasn't so hard. And maybe this'll make it hurt a little less. Maybe.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this.
I feel like the princess wants to kill us before she goes out.
You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
We just have to get her out of the cabin.
Look, she's mad at us, I get it, but it's nothing we can't clear up after she possesses our body. Don't worry. I'm what you might call a smooth talker. I like things like that.
Will you, though?
Oh, will you now? With her like that? Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Whoa.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you?
Yeah, we have.
You're the puppet master here. If this is the only way we could cut ourselves free from you, so be it. Yeah, just like I told you we would. We're here to make things right. And the first step in making things right is admitting when you're wrong.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember that. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're
So close. Ow.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body into a case of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
I'm trying.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
You're doing this.
You can't describe me into submission. The door is right there.
It really is, isn't it?
I walk to
Oh, she took over.
I place your bloody hand on
She has the omnipotent power.
I make you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
He is gone.
Oh, you killed him.
Don't worry about all the criticism. You're doing great.
Thank you.
This is it then. The big moment. Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
And here we go. The final vessel. Uh-huh.
We're us again. Couldn't have planned it better myself.
Where are the hands?
Everything is gone. Except her. Which means we made it to the end of the world. We're survivors.
Are we, though?
What is happening to me?
There's our hands. And then all this crap again, but this should be the last time, right?
She's gone.
Go, just go.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
You are nothing at all. What? I see a bird. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know.
What? What? So, the mirror was the narrator?
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it?
That
You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade.
the bird behind
You're
it.
supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
What do we ask? Are you a part of me?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
So much pressure. I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to me. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
So you do know about the looping.
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them that you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Well, I don't believe that. I feel like I have 3 more questions. The people out there, do they know all about this?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand and the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is given them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her. But I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
But... okay. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
I haven't decided anything yet.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
Bye. I am the long quiet of Aston, nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. The final showdown. What? Oh no. Do not tell me. Oh! That we were on the prince. Oh, hello.
I can finally see you. And you can finally see me.
Oh, hi there.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Did you hear about what we talked about earlier?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What does being the long quiet mean?
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Is it though?
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
What about you?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Questions.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is
But
what
I
it
haven't made a
takes to
decision yet.
enlighten you, then so be it.
Huh?
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh and mine. You did not resist my violence when it overcame you. Did you understand the flesh wasn't you? Or did you choose to gift yourself to someone thought she hated you? To fear me is to fear losing the flesh. The flesh is not the spirit.
So it almost sounds like if we eliminate this, we eliminate death in the world. But if we eliminate her, we eliminate death, and we can't do that. I don't think we can. I will not engage with you.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
Besides, I'm too busy looking respectfully at all that is you right now. The ghost.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Right. But without redemption, there can be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive,
Oh wait,
dead,
are these all the vessels I
dead,
brought
then
you?
Alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me.
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I'm not sure what to say here.
But you say nothing.
Oh,
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
I am not my body, but I feel my body suffer.
Do you suffer now? Let go of what you think yourself to be, and exist.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You, me, and all of them? What happens if we leave?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I mean, from the beginning, I never really wanted to fight you. Well, until you started threatening me. how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free myself? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plate. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Yes, I shall take your hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. What have we unleashed? You are free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
To the infinite. And beyond. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Oh, we made it to the end. For real. Cat. Huh? Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Okay. I mean, I'll be editing this anyway, so I'll have access to whatever this is. Oh! Well, that's it. So all this princess slaying turned into a whole metaphor of life and death. A very fascinating metaphor of life and death. Feel like I accomplished a little bit of everything. Took a couple of videos to do it. But yeah. Slay the Princess. Over a year waiting to experience this full game. I'm definitely glad I jumped right into it and didn't look up anything about it. And I am glad to know that the narrator was sus from the beginning. I totally called that. And congrats to Slay the Princess. I recorded this only a couple hours after the game launched. So, whoa, what the hell? Oh, wow. That's cool. Thus breaking the record that later Alligator set. The episode of a game that I recorded with the most recent release date. Yeah, there we go. It's this now. Less than 12 hours. But I'm probably gonna upload this at the end of the month. Try to make it a Halloween celebration. Okay, I am actually running out of recording space now. So until next time, this has been Mitty. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.